All right, y'all. It's week 16. We got 3 more weeks of football to get our bankroll up and to tell people that we're right and to watch NFL football and enjoy it on Sundays.
I'm not ready.
Did not just get out. Get out, dude. Get out of here.
Now I am ready. I'm sorry.
Where did you get that ugly? I've never seen you
Remember when I said that I had something planned for tonight and I can't miss this episode? Don't do it. It's not mine.
You know, Christmas came early. How did you know I ran out of toilet paper?
That's crazy.
You're wearing my toilet paper on your back.
I'm ready to talk about some football. Are you?
I'm completely distracted now, but go on.
So let's kick it off.
The Commanders are not beating the Eagles.
Let's kick it off.
Don't even say it.
Let me just be more professional. Put my mic on this beautiful.
I was going to make a bold prediction that the Eagles are going to be the only NFC team to win this week.
Well,
go on.
Okay, for my 1 p.m. Sorry to interrupt your intro, but this jersey is actually beautiful. 1 p.m. Commanders money line. Lattimore versus AJ Brown. That's really all that needs to be said. And last game in the link, which, by the way, the Commanders had the Eagles by the neck until their youth and inexperience kicked in later into the game. Playing. Now, the game is in Washington, where Washington is 5-2. The Steelers proved last week that Saquon can be taken out of the game. And now that you have a corner who can't compete with AJ Brown, tell me that he can't.
No, he can.
It is really going to be up to Hurts and Devontae Smith. As we know, the Eagles don't use Jahan Dotson at all. That's their secret sauce that they don't use. So now they will really test Hurts as a quarterback. I think it comes down to which quarterback will be able to manage the game better. Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts. Eagles
on the spectrum.
Eagles are long overdue for a loss. And if they were to get the loss out of the way now, which would be beneficial for their playoffs,
it
would be now, because they played the Cowboys and the Giants. Keep in mind, last year the Eagles did lose to the Giants during their downfall of the season, and that was before the playoffs. Okay, so this will be a loss to get out of the way from a playoff caliber team. Cowboys and Giants are not playoff caliber teams. Imagine losing to one of those teams going into the playoffs. Okay? So losing to the Commanders now would be beneficial. Get that loss out the way and then go on a win streak in the playoffs. Potentially win it all. Okay? If I'm an Eagles fan, I'm okay with that. I don't want to lose, but I'm okay with that if that does happen. So now Eagles, again, and I put this in all caps, are due for a loss. They're overdue for a loss. And they, I think, are feeling themselves a little too much, a.k.a. that Hurts press conference. I know you saw that. Dan Quinn will punch them in the mouth.
You see that chain, bro?
Yeah.
They're all dripped out.
Yeah, no. Hurts got too much, pizzazz going. So Dan Quinn's going to punch him in the mouth.
Like Jaden Daniels doesn't have diamonds in his ears.
And they're going to wake them up.
Okay.
Commanders are waking up the Eagles this Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Commanders win, and appreciate to our boy Christian for giving me this beautiful jersey right here. I know.
Christian, you're not allowed back on the channel.
Me personally, I wanted Jaden Daniels on the pass.
I'm about to kick him out of my house.
Anyways, 4 p.m.
Wearing this burgundy in the frickin' nest.
4 p.m. Jackson Smith-Njigba over 65 receiving yards. He has hit this in his last 7 games. I said it, 7 games.
Yeah, he's been balling.
69 on the Bills, 180 on the Rams, which we know receivers go off against the Rams, 110 on the 49ers, 77 against Arizona, 74 on the Jets. Keep in mind, they have 2 of the best cornerbacks, supposed to be the best cornerbacks in the league. 82 on the Cardinals again, and then last week, 83 on the Packers. He has only failed to hit over 65 6 times this year. Minnesota is 32nd versus the pass. And we have seen big games coming from opposing receivers versus this secondary. This is a secondary that EJ and I like to target like the Jags. Why this is a bold prediction is because Geno went out with a knee injury last game. And when Sam Howell came into the game, JSN's target percentage went down a significant, at 32%. I saw this on ESPN earlier. So, and Sam Howell was not able to drive the ball down the field. But with a week's of practice, with Sam Howell practicing as QB1 because Geno is trying to recover for the game, I'm confident that JSN will get 65 with Geno or without Geno. And they're going to continue his case for the best slot corner or the best slot receiver in the league. Because I think he's the best slot receiver in the league. So those are my two
predictions. I agree with
predictions.
that. He is the best slot receiver in the league this year, and we got to base it off this year. And right now, he is the best slot receiver in the league. I like that. What did you say? He's going to get over what?
He's going to get over 65 receiving.
Yeah, for an 8th straight game. I like that 100%. You're going to go 1 for 2 this week.
No, I'm not. I'm going for 2 for 2, man.
So, bold prediction. Seb's going to go 2 weeks in a row where he goes 1 for 2. And EJ's going to start a new streak of going 2 for 2. So, for my first bold prediction, and this is a lock. You need to book this right now. The only way this gets stopped is an injury. And it is Trey McBride anytime touchdown. Okay?
Where did you pull this one out of your ass from?
So McBride set the NFL record for most receptions in a season without a touchdown. He holds the record for most receptions in a season without a touchdown. He is playing a defense that has given up the most touchdowns to this position. The most touchdowns to the tight end position. Okay? Another thing is, the team knows that he hasn't scored. They called a shovel pass on the goal line for him to score, and he got tackled at the 1 yard line. That was against your Patriots last week.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're on the goal line. Let's get him in the end zone. They want to get him in the end zone. That reception right there set the record for most receptions without a touchdown, and he broke it on that play when it was designed for him to score, and he got tackled at the inch yard line.
Who did they play?
They play the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
I will be at that game, and I will be watching this live as this happens. And he gets in the end zone. And I'm going to say, I told you so. Because Trey McBride is scoring. I'm going to bring it to another point. Kyler Murray posted this week. 85 will touch the end zone soon. I promise. Then he said, three things certain in life. Or 3 things in life that's certain. He said, death, taxes, and 85 always going to be open. That's his quarterback saying that,
okay.
Not me, okay? So I feel extremely good about this. I think Trey McBride is going to score a touchdown. I just gave you everything. Not only the matchup, is he playing a defense that gives up the most touchdowns to his position, but all signs say Trey McBride is scoring this week. Now, my second bold prediction. Kittle will have his 3rd straight game over 60 yards. Last 2 games, he's had 151 yards and 61 yards. He has 6 or more targets in 2 straight weeks. And in 3 out of the 4 weeks, he has no less than 60 yards and 6 targets. So in 3 out of 4 weeks, he has 60 yards, which I think he's going over, and 6 targets. The only game he didn't hit those marks was the snow game in Buffalo.
Yeah.
That was the only game he didn't get over 6 yards in his last 3 out of the 4. He is averaging 83 yards at home this season, and he's playing a Dolphins team that is going to put up points because the 49ers secondary is not good. I think Tyreek Hill is going to get behind that secondary. Devon A-Chain is going to make some plays happen. They said Waddle's injury isn't that serious, and he's expected to play. So the game script is pointing towards 49ers going to be throwing the ball, and Kittle has been the most reliable guy. He goes over 60 yards in 3 straight weeks. It's not going to be Debo. CMC's not playing. Juwan Jennings is reliable, but I like Kittle to go off. Now taking my score prediction, I have the Buccaneers beating the Cowboys 32-20. The Bucs offense averages the 4th most rushing yards per game. The Cowboys defense averages the 4th most rushing yards allowed per game. The Cowboys have also allowed the 3rd most rushing touchdowns this season. The Cowboys have held their last 2 out of the 3 opponents to under 21 points. Do you know who those opponents were?
Falcons?
No. The Giants and the Panthers.
Oh.
That's horrible. And the Giants scored 20. Okay?
Wow, I was thinking about the Bucs for a sec. Oh,
You're good.
I thought they meant the Cowboys. Okay, yeah.
The Cowboys.
Yeah, the Giants and Panthers. Yeah.
So, when they played the Bengals, they got 27 put up on them. The Buccaneers have scored 26 or more points in each of their last 4 games.
That they've won.
That I was going to say, in each of their 4 games. In each of their 4 games of their 4-game winning streak. I think that they're going to get this done, and Mike Evans has an incentive and wants to ball out.
He needs 251 more yards to reach
get $3 million.
To reach 1,000 yards.
Okay, he needs 150 more yards to get $3 million.
Yeah.
And 2 more touchdowns. So, this dude's motivated. The Cowboys have also allowed no less than 20 points per game, or 20 points to an opponent at home. Every single opponent in their stadium has scored 20 points in all 8 games this season.
Well, EJ kind of said it perfect about why the Bucs will win. I'll give you my score, and I'll say some stuff off the top of the dome. The Bucs will win 31-20. So we both have the Cowboys dropping 20. The main reason why I have the Bucs to win.
32 and you said 31.
Yeah, the main reason why I have the Bucs to win is the Cowboys cannot stop the run, and the Bucs have 2 running backs that could completely pasteurize this team. You see how I did that because Cowboys are always on a pasture. Yeah, but so
very clever today.
So Bucky Irving and Rashad White, they could definitely.
Even though you're dressed like an idiot, you're very clever.
Appreciate it. It's a pleasure. It is always a pleasure. So these 2 backs, I think, are gonna run all over this Cowboys team. The Cowboys also really cannot stop the pass. They don't have a corner that could stop Mike Evans. And also, Ray McNillan has also been having a great year. Deron Bland is hurt. And then who else do they have?
Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs is hurt too.
Sure he's hurt.
So it's like the Cowboys don't have anybody to stop them. I know Parsons is a dog, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys are just not on the same level as Tampa Bay is. Tampa Bay is on a 4-game winning streak. They scored 30 unanswered points versus the Chargers,
who had the number 1 scoring defense
in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So
completely screwed my bold prediction last week.
Yeah. If you think that the Bucs are going to walk into Jerry Road and lose, you're absolutely wrong. They're going to walk in there, and also keep in mind, Baker in college, he played against Texas teams almost every season, twice or more. He knows how to play in Texas, and he knows how to win in Texas.
I'm pretty sure he's from Texas.
I think so. So that's all I got to say about that. There's not much to say. EJ kind of touched on all of it. They suck versus the rush, and they really are not good against the pass. I think it's going to be a good game up until the 4th quarter, and Baker's going to go on a 20-0 run again or whatever, because that's what they do. They like to come from behind, and they're going to throw that ball. So Bucs win on Sunday night. And, it's going to be – the season will be over for the Cowboys on Sunday night because if they lose this game, they're pretty much done. Because
last time these teams –
the reason why they're going to be on is the Commanders are going to win, and they're going to put a nice cushion in between them. But what are you going to say?
Last time these teams played on Sunday night was when they had Tom Brady in Jerry World, first game of the season.
Yeah.
And they killed him.
But then they lost him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's last playoff loss is against the Cowboys.
Last playoff
loss is against the Cowboys. So we don't talk about that. So let us know what you guys think about the Tampa Bay Bucs. Hopefully you cash us out.
Trey McBride, anytime touchdown.
Commanders money line, telling you right now. Telling you, take the spread too. Take the spread too. Oh yeah, slip, duck. Yeah, take the spread too. I promise you, they will cover the spread. They'll go over the point total, and the Commanders will beat the Eagles in Washington. Sucks that we're not there live this time around. But anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Go Commanders.
Go Birds.